Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Focus TV. My name is Frank Osu. The show is heavily produced by Frank Osu. My cameraman is Coach, international coach. My cameraman is that. The Don, sorry, the one king or the assembly abetuja. Oh, when I am guys, I you know a different personality altogether. I'm on the and on your creative art, and on your papa, and on your correct, and someone and ra. Shatta Wale the abetuja say, what is all down now? The one done, the king of dancehall in Ghana, in Africa, in the whole wide world, you know. And then, as well, the abetuja, and they say, he's thinking so much about Ghana music industry. And then, hello, and the dad can see it. Pa, on the Facebook page, this answer move to you. You be kind of actually me. Mo among said that parking kind of to say mo de wo de answer kwa be video na kwa kam bi na kam nya na blog no. And dey masa. Enya no ne beka asem papa ni nya sase mo beka on the Facebook page. And beka wasem. Na me kan me poto na ma chire. Ghanaian dancehall artist Shatta Wale has expressed worry over the challenges plaguing the Ghanaian music industry. Yes, Shatta Wale. Hello. And it just all titi we the way how do adukure Ghana music industry no. Say hello pa or down now. Or dwene ho sa Shatta Wale no. Nipa do say artist do say na dwene Ghana ho say. On his Facebook page, he writes that lack of appropriate policies, among other things, has contributed to the current state of Ghanaian music industry. Policies, papa, any Ghana, nti, ni nyina account na Ghana nyumtufo, ne creative art yebre. Policies, eba, you are me fan, and no more can me no baako ma chichi that's it. Ne amu say Ghana no, and nyumtufo no cry idea to become a star in music industry in Ghana. Then you have done very well because there's no proper policy. There's no proper policy in the country that holds high the esteem and the visions of the musicians and creative people in the country. Or to us was saying, it is clear that lack of conducive policies. Remember be teaching 111 policies normal okay can. Me can sorry I'm picking the 1111 my trip. Lack of conducive policies, infrastructure. Hey, Shatta Wale can say, you need infrastructure for creative art people. No, nothing like that. Remember, and resources. I can't dear. Yadi creative art ye no. Yadi ye no. Or see, according to Shatta, let's tell you, ni ayampa, ni asabo ken na ayampa. Me ba be chirichirim. Infrastructure and resources have hindered our growth and potential on the international stage. We must urgently address this by improving regulatory framework, invest in modern infrastructure, and strengthening intellectual property rights and licensing. Wow. It is time for us to work together. Shatta, together in the chap nyabutre, in your mind. Together, pa Ghana, Sammy we. Shatta nyabutre. Together in your mind, by Baba so become wasem. It is time for us to work together to create an enabling environment that attracts much major global investment and people. Let me repeat this. It is time for us to work together to create an enabling environment that attracts major global investment and propels our music industry to unprecedented heights, contributing to our national identity and economy. He writes, let's rally together as stakeholders in the Ghanaian music industry and collaborate to open the doors of opportunity for our industry. By any means necessary, we need to put in efforts to make sure our music is heard globally as Ghanaian. He asked, wow. Let me clap for one Don. we aye ma me kan no ko bi cho me kan no ko bi a cho ne enne we aye mo gatekeepers na mo so mo Ghana mo tra music industry creative industry no matter no we and ese ka mo na be chro nanka o my meetings upon meetings with the creative art minister, with the musical president, with the Gamuro board and the president or the chairman nanka we and ese mo dwendwene ho and no man Shatta Wale abobo so ni and we and no nanka ese ke creative sa mo gatekeepers no name mo musical president mo Gamuro president mo Gamuro chairman and Gamuro board no and mo creative art minister and the deputy no we and ese ka de bia sa se ma Shatta Wale atwa kakra yi and ese ka de bia mo transi no ko mo dwene ho but it didn't take them to do that. It took one don the SM for life president Shatta Wale to come and do that. We me say me be fan mako no ma chim obu ono ma be say brofo no ye poto ya na ene obi ana e poto ya na ko yima no. First of all, or say the challenges facing Ghana music now. One, lack of conducive policies. First of all, people say what is policy? Because a policy ending. A policy is a cause or principle of action adopted or proposed by an organization or individual. The government controversial economic policies. So a cause or principle. A principle. I got be a principle. I say also no for me to no for a principle. I say or kase ko di na uni di ya na ko dware na bra na ko dware ya. Unya dware ni. Or a principle no. O say o for no be o no ma. Say anopa. Obema o sika ko to dware ko dey. So first of all what choose and what dware. Et wo akwa no wa ya amana ka ho. Say unim say o for dem ko ro ko diska. Na say me nware ntwi me say on fiscal mame. Eye wo for no principle no. Yes. That is what Shatta Wale refers. So, what principle has the government insisted in Ghana for musicians? There is no principle. There is no principle. Oh, Ghana, a man into four. One done, Shatta Wale, see, there should be a clear policy framework for artists in Ghana to work. Shatta, as someone okay on, a mudo. But the fact of the matter is that the leaders do not think of us or the creative art, but they think of themselves, selfish interest. And yes, food and drug board, and say, no artist is supposed, I said no artist is supposed to do an advert for an alcohol beverage. Adrena make us say, you penny for no artist is supposed to endorse an alcohol beverage. You're doing ko actually. Penny for no actually. Why people are running helter skelter to meet a normal way in my susuno? We are running back. Sure. Unim say you're penny for no. Imagine that. I know that when you are voting for people, you need to vote for good people. You need to vote for people who have Ghana at heart, not selfish interest people. No, because for the first of all, I'm kind policies like you remember policies. So, but I'm tell pay for them. Say about gender, they tell about gender. First of all, more banner and advert here or radio and TV from an opaque of people number. This is after 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. and I went to buy an advert. Mama Kwenya Ama DSTV, European Matsa. Henneken Guinness the sponsor and a pair radio number. Imagine that. It tells you so. Imagine that people are dumb. They are dumb. And plenty for no more. They are dumb. Sure. I'm a banner artist from endorsing alcohol beverages. Nansa Beno. Tell me Nansa Beno. Obi next akwa nyame. Obi next akwa nyame. Obi next akwa nyame. There's no clear policy with the government. Say, I'm policy back or buying it by us supporting the creative art and the musicians in Ghana. One policy, one. But come back, dedicate one. Say, a bayan share ama radio and TV station say. Montimi more abundant so for you. They can't about this one. Countries that are outside Ghana, Montimi more ammonium, more than say the more bomb kuromu for you. And one policy. I say Mra NCA or so called TV or radio lancer. I say Mra say. I say Mra say. Montimi ni foreign videos or foreign ultimate foreign songs more than you play your local songs. That is one. Mra ba. Two. I say a policy, a government with my yet a 1 into 4. Oh, Yekruma. That is one. Shatta Wale mentioned it, and I'm emphasizing and I'm teaching policies no about with my support. Two. On to me about my policy work on to me. So foreign artists now be perform more Ghana. On to me, and for Ukrumu for and perform Ukrumha more than Kuba for. As a Kruma for arts, and also tell Ukrumu for our member. That is true. A policy, a policy government can do. If I say whiskey, person show across post stadium. Say whiskey the bar. On to me find him to 4. I broke Ghana for so much. As a Ghana for and him to 4, but perform more on the show. That's all. Should be about 70 or 80%. Now then go for now, take it to 20% because we want to showcase our people. One policy the government can institute. Oh, Kruma say, Ghana has said. So your artists now over. Now the bush will have. Also for Ghana for artists, no. Account artists, no. Or we're supposed to get 70 or 80% of our artists performing on your show. Or else we will not allow that. That is another policy. A bit by a broad Ghana mind. 3. The government can show a policy say, obey infrastructure bia o mesi bia no. So your local artists now obey show honoma. A policy, a clear policies. I'm giving you clear policies. Now the government can institute a bit more board mine. No. One, the third one. The government can say infrastructure bia or didn't obey shim bia no. So all your Ghanaian artists now be person issue that infrastructure now. You have a clear cut. You remember 30% off. But foreigners in there, they have to pay the complete bill. But so you Ghana ni says Shatta Wale, says Stonebwoy, says Akode, na ko national theatre perform. I show up. I see a Joe near amount discounts off 30%. But so be free. The video no be about there. You charge no price a safata our home no tia. These are clear policies. And no one says Shatta Wale can. Wait. Also that's Shatta Wale and I dream any chip and no nyansa. Share. But Nansa some oka. 2. He didn't mention another thing. Or mention another thing. Let's go. After policy, you're saying he mentioned this. He expressed worry about them. Is that there's lack of conducive policy. This is policies where we lack the policies. And it's 1. 2. Also infrastructure. Sure. Events in Ghana, do you know why? We do not have infrastructures. It used to be the Dome, National Theatre, and Conference Center. That's all we have in the stadium. The Dome, Conference Center, National Theatre, and then stadium. You see, I mean, no, because National Theatre, I work as what do you call it? Echo strike. Say, they are complaining to their management board. Say National Theatre is the same. Said the attend and yet Nkoye. We lack infrastructure. Some infrastructure semi and man Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale and say a problem. Because Shatta Wale needed about 3 days to do the setup. And Stonebwoy so according earlier days. Let's say Stonebwoy perform I did in 2 days also they set up and I'm more Shatta Wale training there. But if there was so much infrastructure or Kruma, I believe that Shatta Wale and Samuel Place could have done there somewhere, and somebody would have done there also somewhere. Or somebody could have maintained the stadium, and Shatta Wale would go somewhere else. But because we lack infrastructure, Shatta Wale had to pull out. Stadium and infrastructure for a show. Listen, today let's discuss this. Stadium, Ghana Stadium next one. Ghana, Accra Sports Stadium no one, Kumasi Sports Stadium is one. And then infrastructure properly made for musicians. It is made for footballers, athletes. Table tennis is for athletes and those things. Sports. It's for sports, mainly for sports. And yet it's designed for shows. But now say you need be to know. If your person nipa bebrebe bad to know. If it's a national theatre swap, conference center swap, the dome swap, it's young college stadium because nipa na ye pano enko sa national theatre no hono no. So then let's manage what do you call it? Let's manage the stadium because a proper infrastructure for shows. I'm telling you, stadium is out because first of all, lightning. Like for instance, like let's national theatre crown seven brothers army in crown any example. Also, they have backdrops, they have lighting, they have proper air condition there, they have good stage. And no a bois and show you so. But stadium, you have to bring all this thing. And there are certain things, right? Like when you look at the dome, when you look at O2 Arena and what have you, the big places that they do shows. Also, artists need to be kobe biaba. Now say asake the show helicopter and then be stage in the show. Oh, my say, the stage is so modernized that the artists can get lost on the stage. To me here now, baby, most are artists that go inside. You got it. One say artists, it's me if artists free form, then not so. Infrastructure, proper infrastructure designed for shows. Ebini Ghana. No. Ebini Ghana. That is two. Let's go to the next one. Then resources have hindered the growth of potential on resources. Sikasem. We lack resources. We lack resource in Ghana. It's in our account. We na Shatta Wale, very deep, very sensible, very, very sensible. So down now, he's thinking of all these things. So then so he said we should all come together. We should all, as creative art people, come together and let us address this. We must urgently address this by improving regulatory framework, investing in modern infrastructure, and strengthening intellectual property rights and licensing. Intellectual property licensing there, it boils down to the government again. Listen, now I know I've spoken to some of the board of the Gambro and the what have you, and they tell us that no, they have to widen the collection. See. Sa ska ketekete mo ma nyum to for nyeso mo pen sa o sa 100 Ghana 200 Ghana 1,500 3,000 30,000 now mo for no that's mo pen sa o. But in order to be able to get more, they need to enlarge or open up or broaden up the tax collection points. And no enye omo tumi efiri omo na ya na eba omo de akoto aban ni say oh omo okwan bebrebe omo fa so nye sika agigi sika every Timamufo, omo pretty spots, omo download. They can make money out of all that, but it needs to be passed as a law before they can implement it. And your law, what you do be a sika, or jail pardon, will not give it to you. And as all for so now, I saw the court. I'm a child them in the mocha. It's a banner said yes, Parliament, be approve. Some Mrana San send up Gamble for that common. So they can also widen up to take more from the people. So when they're able to take more from the people, then they can also distribute more to the artists. Abandon why. And for that one, and it's only Gabro too that has that right to do that on behalf of the artists. Then he mentioned one thing. It is time for us to work together to create an enabling environment that attracts major global investment and people, our music industry too. No, okay. it is time for us to work together to create an enabling environment that attracts major global investment. How do we create that global investment? Shatta Wale, listen, and somebody will sit somewhere and say, say brother, son, why Jimmy? And I say, hey, Jimmy for Jimmy say, Jimmy for Jimmy Chosi, Jimmy for Jimmy Chosi, Jimmy for can write from nobody and become somebody and take $120,000 for performance fee. Also, we need to come together as one people, and we need to come together as one people to create an enabling environment that attracts major global investment. Listen, now, Ghana, no matter what we do, is we are competing with Nigeria. And Nigeria has gotten more global investors than Ghana. Do you know why? Because one, they have much resources there in Nigeria. Two, they have been able to have good policies for their musicians, their artists there. Three, their artists are going global because they've gotten global investors in the music industry. Asake, Rayman, Davido, Burna Boy, Wizkid have all gotten global investors. A kind of global investors are not necessarily get management team. It could be record labels. Record labels are one. Thank God Black City have gotten Empire. Lengs too has some with other people. Okay. But is the only two Kim Promise is also with what do you call a Wizkid team. Is it enough? It's not enough because we have more artists in Ghana who are doing very well. Very, very well. Just that, you know, who said, I've been saying this, who said Nigeria focus on Brofudada. And somebody told me, it's easier for the whites or the Europeans to just get used to it, unlike ours. But even with ours, I still stand and say, language is not a barrier. Language is never a barrier. Riala is everywhere now. Kenai Soba is everywhere now. They are not doing English. They are doing their own local language with other performance. Come on. If language is a barrier, Zoblazo, different organization. Zoblazo became a hit. Mapuka became a hit. So language, that's it, is not a barrier. Language, that's it, is not a barrier. But it's a matter of getting good resources, in good infrastructure. You need studios. World-class studios in Ghana. There's no any world-class studio in Ghana. All K1 and Links are all doing, Hammer and Co are all doing, they are doing their best. But when it comes to world-class, they don't get there. They are not there. They are not there. When it comes to world-class, they are not there. It's a fact. Oh, so all these infrastructures are things. Studio, Papa. Even a film villager and a villager with Makusutu move once and for all. We don't have anything like that. Movies are in people go rent houses and go renting for 4 years and go. But we do not have infrastructure. Over to media, with Metra, all this my video here. We don't have any village like that. We don't have any risk. We don't have anything like that. This is how that's hindering. And this is what Shatta Wale is talking about. Most of them will say, Shatta Wale on Ghana. He's one. Listen, I don't know. How many artists are brought up this thing for us to think about it like this? And you to follow those and or Makam BBC, see, you know, name come together. Now we should all come together. Let's all rally together as stakeholders in the Ghanaian music industry and collaborate to open doors of opportunity for our industry. By any means necessary. Let's all come together. All come together. We should all come together. The government, the musicians, the radio presenters, the DJs, the bloggers. We should all come together and build a good creative art music industry. Thanks to Shatta Wale, thanks to SM Fan. This is from SM, the president, and it's very deep. It's full of wisdom. It's full of knowledge. And we need to come together. No matter what, we need to come together to build a proper creative art home. To bring about better creative art industry I'm touched by this story, and I really appreciate it from the president of SM, and it's good move, and preaching togetherness. He's preaching togetherness. I won't be shocked if this togetherness for this togetherness sake, Stoneboy so no bit surprise Stoneboy togetherness to bring foreign investors into the system. Thanks so much. My name is Franco Osu, and this is Focus TV. Subscribe, and tell a friend to subscribe, and keep watching Focus TV. This is, I told you, this is education platform. You're educating platform. I'm a mom say, the presenters now almost this Shatta Wale. See what is bringing on board. And I'm saying, no, this story is going to trend everywhere. We are going to discuss, we've started discussing to bring about sanity in the system, to force the people who are leading us to do the right thing. Thanks so much. My name is Franco Osu, and stay tuned. We'll be right back with different stories.